Hello, hi everyone. Welcome to the Fashion Studio Live. Right, so right now we are at the live location, MDIS campus at the Fashion Studio. Right, so Fashion Studio, School of Fashion, we are very young and vibrant startup. We are actually pretty young amongst all of the fashion schools in Singapore, actually. All right, so today, live in the studio, we actually have a lot of events going on. We have a few workshops going on. So I just wanted to bring you around to see what we're doing here and then what's interesting that's happening around the School of Fashion. All right, follow me. Ooh. Okay. All right, so over here, you can see this like beautiful lady working very hard, right? We have Julian here actually. So today she's actually taking all our workshops, right? And she's leading the students, everyone, right? Doing the activities today. So Julian, would you like to share a little bit with us about what we are doing in the workshop today? Yeah.
Hello, thank you for tuning in. Oh, you guys should think, is this live? This live?
Yeah, it's live.
Oh, we are so busy today. Okay, so today for the School of Fashion, we're actually hosting two workshops. So one is the personalized customized card holder, which is here on my table. Well stock last only, so we only left like a few colors. These are some of the sample where people who don't know how to sew, they came here and they tried. I mean, there are some not very nice one, but it's nice also. I mean, they tried. Okay. So this is the first workshop we host. Then these are some on pending. I don't know where's the whole now. Then this is the second workshop, which is the tote bag. So we actually designed two graphics. So this is our MDIS campus, and this is our MDIS spirit quotes and logo slogan. So I have like a few students from other departments and other like new people there are doing some works, and we have some over there.
Yeah, over there. Yeah. All right,
Feel
so
free to join.
yeah, feel free to join us at the MDIS campus, right? So the activities will be running until 6 p.m. today, all right? And then, so of course, over here on the right side, you can see some of the friends who will join us today, right? Doing some name card holders, right? Yeah, I hope you enjoy your activity here with us, right? So feel free to ask us any questions as well. Okay, all right, let's go. Okay. Okay. Oh, let's move on. All right. So for the fashion studio, we actually have three different studios. So right now we are at the biggest one, right? And then the concept for this studio actually is about having a open concept idea, right? So a lot of our students actually like to have like this like get go kind of attitude. So what they will do is they will do the conceptualization, they will draw, and then they will actually do all their making, right? All in the same room. So we have that speciality of this open space, right? And this open space can actually create a pretty interesting environment for students to actually create all the way straight from their inspiration all the way to their actual garments and their products. So we specially created this environment to give them this privilege. All right, so over here, right, you can see this very, very beautiful alley, right? We have a little hall of fame. All right, so this Hall of Fame actually contains all of our past students' work. All right, so those students who have done well and they have done a very beautiful collection, right? We will commemorate that by doing posters for our students' work and putting them up. So as to remind and inspire all of our students that they can also be this one day. All right, and we always encourage our students to participate in a lot of industry collaborations. We have them quite often here, right? Incorporated into the modules, right? And also do note that we are like 100% practical based, right? So there won't be any exams or tests, right? If you really hate them. I hate them myself personally, all right? So you can see, right, some of our beautiful students work, and every time they finish a collection, they will do a photo shoot, right? So this photo shoot will actually be used as part of their portfolio, and then it will also sort of like enrich and add on to what they can offer to the industry. All right, so let's follow me and see what maybe some of our students are doing. Let's go. Okay. This is one of our studios, our third year studios. All right. Okay. So over here, all right. Oh, wow. Hello. Hi. Am I disturbing you? All right. So over here, you can see two of our like year three students, right, who are actually working really hard, right? So what are you doing here on a Saturday, right?
Just finishing up our final year collection. Yeah, we need
Ah,
to rushing
okay.
up a little bit this time.
Yeah. Wow, rushing, okay. All right, so over here, right, we have our very own year three student, right? Her name is Brigitta. All right, so we affectionately call her Tata. All right, so Tata have been with us for about 3-4 years,
Yeah.
right? And then she joined us at the lowest level of the degree, and then now she's in her year three. All right, so currently Tata is doing her final year collection, and as we speak, we are about a week or so away from submission, right? Are
Yeah,
you stressed?
so stressed.
Yeah. Okay. So, all right, let us move over to the other side. Let's
Oh.
go. Yeah. Your mask. Yeah. Let's go. Okay. All right. All right. So, Tata, do you think that being a fashion student is very stressful? I see that you are here like in the afternoon, right? And then on a Saturday, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I actually feel like actually it's quite challenging also. It's
Mm-hmm.
not as easy as I thought before. The
Yeah.
first time I came here, there's a lot of requirements that I need to fulfill in this degree also. So yeah, it's fun, but it's also tiring for me.
I think it is quite interesting that Asian students a lot of Asian parents may not be very supportive for students maybe
Yeah.
joining fashion school. So maybe you can let us know one significant event, right, that led you to pursue fashion design, right, that give you such a strong passion about fashion design, right?
Yeah, like I'm actually really thankful to God that just now what you say is true.
Yeah.
But then in my case, my mom is actually my inspiration, my biggest inspiration why I pursue this fashion design. So she has been working in the fashion industry since 1998. So like it's basically I'm growing up in this environment already. Yeah,
Okay.
so like I really think that I want to contribute to this fashion industry as well. So yeah, I'm here today.
Oh, nice. So you're actually born to like work towards this direction
I think
already.
so.
Yeah, I think you were heavily influenced when you were a child, right? Okay. Wow, that's very interesting. All right. So um so we all know that a fashion designer's pathway is not that easy, right? So we actually have to learn a lot of skills. We have to persuade people with our designs, right? Have to get ourselves inspired every single day. All right. So maybe if you could use 3 words to describe your experience as a fashion designer or a fashion design student, right? What would the 3 words be?
I think, as I said before, I think I will choose fun and tiring at the same time.
Oh.
Yeah, because like it's fun because like we can explore and experiment a lot of things here. You know, as a student, we usually like tend to make something crazier, right? So it's really like the chance for me to do a lot of exploration. But then yeah, at the same time, it's also tiring because a lot of tasks, a lot of requirements that we need to submit at the end of the day.
Yes, definitely. I have been through that when I was a student as well, all right? So I can totally understand how you feel. But for any of you who are aspiring, right, to be a fashion designer, right, if you have enough passion, we definitely will be there to guide you through over here at the School of Fashion. Okay. So, Tata, I know that you are not local, right? Where are you from?
I'm from Indonesia.
Ah,
Yeah,
okay.
it's just a
Neighbor country, yes, neighbor country. All right, so then what made you decide to come to MDIS to study, and what made you decide to come to Singapore then?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, actually like I just want to gain a new experience in my study life. So I just go a little bit far away from Indonesia to Singapore to like meet new people, new friends from our country, different country, different background, different culture, right? So that I can learn a lot from them also, and also their perspective might be different from me, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, I really think that it's a good chance for me to study overseas.
Yeah, it is. It is definitely. It's very good to see new faces from different countries, especially in MDI School of Fashion. We have a lot of the students that come from different countries where all the different cultures will meet, right? So students definitely will have a pretty interesting experience understanding your friend's culture, and maybe read into a little bit about different how people work in different places, right? So it will be quite interesting experience for you actually. All right, so Tata, so back to our very important topic, right? So this year you are working on your final year collection, right? We're all very excited for you to finish your work, right? So that we can see the actual thing. All right. So maybe you can let us know a little bit about what is the inspiration, right? And the concept behind your final year collection. Yeah.
Actually, my final year concept is actually very personal for me because, as I said before, I'm from Indonesia. I born and grew up in Indonesia, and then since I was a kid, I studied a lot of Indonesian heritage, and I really feel like they are very rich in that. And then I just want to bring back the heritage again to my final year collection. But then my aim here is to modernize them so that like young people, young generation can be more open to that, and then they probably can wear it too.
Oh, I love the intention behind your collection. I think it is really nice that a lot of young people nowadays are actually bringing up their culture, right? And bringing them and putting them forward, right? To showcase them in a more contemporary, view. All right, so I think that will like keep all the cultures alive, right? Very, very nice job. All right, so maybe let's take a look at a little bit of your sketchbook, right? Something interesting maybe you want to show us about your sketchbooks. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So yeah, as I said before, right, I chose wayang kulit as my inspiration. Basically, wayang kulit is the traditional puppet show from Indonesia, and then I really think that they are very interesting in shape, in color, and everything. So that I begin with the introduction of what is wayang kulit, because I know that a lot of people don't know about that. So that I explain a lot, and then I also doing my primary source from the museum. I went to Singapore Museum, and they have wayang kulit display there also. So it's my primary source for my collection. Then I did some research, and then I go to the textile. And then like my major here is not only design. My major is textile and design, and textile design. So yeah, we need to explore a little bit more on textile also. And then we are going to the colleges, the design concept, to get us inspired by their silhouette, their color. And then we go to the sketching part, where we have to design our garment. Yeah.
That's an awfully thick
it's gonna be
sketchbook.
like
That's a lot of hard work.
Okay, I think
Alright.
so I can share right now.
Okay. All right. So you must be very proud of yourself, right, with your work. All right. So then we all know that the past 2 years have been quite how do you say it, like a little bit challenging, right? Because of the COVID situation, like it also affected a lot of our fashion students over in Singapore as well, especially because we have students from all over the place, right? Right. So, Tata, maybe you want to share with us a little bit of any challenges or anything that kind of affected your change in decision or anything, right? Any factors that made it a little bit difficult for you to study, and maybe anything good that has come out of it, like for this year.
Actually, we begin this course with online class, right?
Yes, yeah, we did.
Yeah, it is. But then, actually, we made it quite well through the online class. But then, luckily, when we go to production part, we can do in the studio. So it's not really a big challenge for me. But then, I think one of my major challenge here is about the fabric sourcing.
I see. Okay.
Yeah, in Singapore, it's quite limited, right? So like most of out of my classmates here, my friends, they buy fabric from China. Yeah, but then my challenge is that since I'm Indonesian, I cannot speak Chinese at all. So like it's really hard for me to like going to their website and then to talk to the seller. It's a bit hard for me. So I need one of my friends to translate for me. So yeah, I think it's one of the big challenge for me.
I see. But through the challenge, I think also Tata made friends as well, right? Because I mean, you asked your friends for help, and then they were helping you do like all this like fabric buying and sourcing and things like that. I think through that we also can make friendships and then make bonds between friends even better, right? Do you agree? All right. So then, of course, you have been here for about 3 years. So you have done a lot of things with us over here at MDIS School of Fashion, right? So maybe you want to share with us some of the fulfilling moments that you have with us here, right?
Oh, okay. Actually, I remember when I was in second year. So yeah, I'm glad that the school always have collaboration, and then sometimes they have competition. So like during my second year, we have the collaboration with jewelry industry, and I really think it's very interesting because it's the industry that I never think of that we can do the collaboration. And then there was a local jewelry beauty,
Yeah,
right?
local jewelry company,
Yeah.
right? They actually approached us to actually ask the students to come up with a collection, right, of garments, gowns, right?
Yeah.
To actually match all their jewelries, right? So it was a pretty interesting collaboration, right? And then I saw that your class also came out with a lot of very interesting ideas and like contemporary twists for the modernized garments and gowns, right? Yeah. So what's your biggest takeaway from that project then?
My biggest takeaway is that working with clients,
Difficult? Was it easy?
it's a little bit harder because like we need to know how to communicate with them well. No matter how they are our clients, right? We need to be nice with them, and then we need to like fulfill their requirements for us also. But then at the end of the day, I really think it's very interesting because like it's a challenge because like we need to make a expensive look garment because the jewelry is very expensive. So we need to complement that with our garment.
Yeah. So I think over here in the School of Fashion, we believe very strongly that a skill is just a skill, right? If you don't put it to use, right? So we do a lot of collaborations in order to incorporate the skills that we have picked up in school and push them out to be able to use it with the industry and to let them test out, oh, how good are you, right? Do you know if you're good enough to go and do start working, right? So we make sure our students are all ready for the industry, all ready to start working and then like contribute to the industry. Yeah. So I also remember that we had a Sofitel competition, right? How did that go? All right.
It's actually it's quite fun also. Actually, it happened in 2022, right? It's the Christmas event. So this Sofitel Sentosa, they have the Christmas event, and then they invite us to make a garment for them. Not a real garment actually, because like we need to include a real plants onto our garment, and it's quite challenging because like the flowers can die anytime, and then it's really hard to stick the flowers on the garment itself.
Yeah, must have been very difficult to handle
it's
the
really
flowers, right? So
fragile.
for a moment, we are like florists, is it?
Yeah. True. That's why it's like it's another new experience also for me.
Oh, definitely very interesting. So they actually also had like a voting session, right, for people to vote and for their garments. So actually, very happy to share with you that also Tata had came in first place for that competition. Yeah. So we are very proud of you. All right. Yeah, so of course, moving forward, I know that you're going to graduate this year, right? Yeah. So is it a bit exciting and scary kind of moment, right? Yeah. So maybe well, what kind of career path will you are you going to be taking, right? Do you have any preparations for it then?
Actually, I'm glad that that time we have an internship here also in MDIS. So it sort of give me experience also. How does it feels like in the real industry? So my preparation is just like preparing my CV, my portfolio, and everything to apply to the real job in the future. And then currently like a small business in Indonesia relating to the fashion
Oh
business also.
wow, you have your future prepared.
I'm quite stressed about it. So like, it's better to prepare a small thing first.
Yeah. It's very good that you actually start preparing before you actually head out. So I assume that you are going to be doing fashion designing still?
Yes.
Yeah. Right. So of course in the fashion industry there's a lot of different career paths that can be taken, like for example stylist, visual merchandising, or even marketing even, right, can be related to fashion. All right. So a huge path, right? A huge path for fashion design graduates to believe that it's very hard to find a job from fashion design, right? So the industry is also changing quite a bit, all right? So we do look forward to the development in the fashion industry these few years, right? So all right, Tata, so maybe you as an experienced fashion student designer, all right, what advice would you give to anyone who's aspiring to learn fashion design?
I think if you have a passion, desire to be a fashion designer, I guess you just do it. Like we never know if like you are become the next Karl Lagerfeld or something.
Oh,
right?
wow. Right. So are you ready to become the next Karl Lagerfeld? I hope you are. I hope everyone in front of the screen is also very getting ready, right? To join a new path, a new career path, or to start something new, right? Of course, within this pandemic, we all have been through like some ups and downs, right? But it's definitely a really good time to actually take a step and learn something you have always wanted to learn. We all know that life is quite short, right? Yeah. So maybe before we end this, right, let's talk about the garments that Tata is actually currently working on, right? Tata, you want to follow us to here?
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
actually, this is
Yeah.
like some of my friends, my
Yeah.
classmates did also. So
Yeah.
like all of us have different theme, of course. So like I'm so glad that we all choose different theme actually.
Mm.
So like we have our own characteristic. And then like my one right here is because I chose wayang kulit before. And then as I said before, you know, as a designer, right, you will not see it in the first or second layer anymore. You always can see it in depth, like what is the meaning behind the garment. Like let's say I put it here not because I just like it and I want to put it there. It's because like I have the inspiration behind it. I have the thoughts behind it. That's why I come up with this garment. Yeah, like
Okay.
yeah, I think it's
Yeah,
that's all.
I think we all look forward to seeing the final product very soon, right? And we also look forward to pushing out these designers to the industry very, very soon as well. All right. Thank you so much, Tata. Thank you for your interview today. All right. Thank you. Thank you.